Welcome back to the channel, guys. Excited for today's episode. This is episode probably number, 74, trying to catch a fish in a dried up lake. Guys, it has been tough to catch fish out here in this lake, obviously because it is dried up. We had some water this spring and we caught some catfish. We caught some bowfin, caught some gar, but we have not really been able to catch any game fish. Now, the other day in a video that's up on the channel, we went underneath this bridge and we caught some baby bass. And I think that those are bass that were spawned out this year, which is pretty amazing. But I have not caught any of those adults that would have spawned those little guys. So we are out here in a spot on the draining lake. We're in this creek, and this is pretty much where all of the remaining water is that has some depth with it. There is still a little bit of water out there in the main lake, but it's super shallow, it's murky and really gross, and not really anything's thriving in it. But back here we have this entire ecosystem. So there's a ton of structure and cover. We got logs, we got big living cypress trees, we got lily pads, and I just saw a shad jump, so we got available forage for these fish. And I'm on a mission today to catch a good sized bass or even a bowfin or something like that, but I would really love to catch a big bass. Last summer I came out here, caught a few good ones, and I'm hoping that they survived. Maybe they had some babies out here, I don't know. But it has been a long time since I caught a good bass out of this lake. I guess we're in the creek of the lake, but it's all the same thing. And this is about the only place left that I know that we could probably have a shot at doing it. So we're gonna spend the afternoon trying to make it happen. I've got four rods rigged up. I got two different frogs, I got a chatterbait, and I got a big worm. I think that should be enough to yield us a bite or two, but who knows? This is an exploratory mission, and if we are able to catch some, then we can come here again in the future and hopefully catch some more. But we got to catch some today. So we're gonna put our head down, troll around, and figure out what is still living out here in the draining lake. Y'all love the draining lake episodes. I hate that I have to make draining lake episodes, but we're doing our best to keep the channel up and running and to make the kind of videos that brought y'all here in the first place. So with that, we're gonna get going, hopefully catch some big ones. We'll see what happens. Fish on the worm. It's a bass. It's not a big one. And he's not even hooked in the mouth, hooked in the side of the head. Look at that, guys. We got our first fish of the day. That is exciting. I am pumped. First fish of the day. I would say nice largemouth, but it's not really a big one, but we will take it. It's bigger than those ones I was catching underneath the bridge the other day. Pretty fish, probably only like a 12-incher. So we'll take it. I pitched, for me, really just getting that first bite is key to give me the confidence that there is some fish in here. But I threw out here, there's some logs, laydowns, and he was posted next to one. I actually got my bait kind of hung up on the top of it and kind of twitched it off the top. And once it hit the water, I guess he grabbed it. As I lifted up, my line was swimming off to the side. And whenever that happens, you don't know really if it's gonna be a big one or a small one. I'm really curious what the biggest bass could be living in this creek right now. Last year, I would have told you that there was a 5-pounder or a 5-pound plus size fish in here. But it's hard to say now because when the lake came up with all the rain, all the fish could have escaped, went back out into the lake and possibly got trapped somewhere, or they could have got out there and then came back, or they could have just stayed and maybe even more fish could have just came in here. I don't know. I really don't know. I do know that normally in the summer months, there will be an influx of fish that come back up here into these creeks just because it's a little bit deeper water, a little bit of current. The bait fish tend to migrate back here, so they do like it, but you'll see once we get to the end of this that there is no lake at the end of this thing. This thing ends before, right where it hits the mouth of the lake, you just run out of water. So I'm not sure how that happened. Yeah, whatever is here is whatever's here. There is no coming and going at this point. Fish on! He hammered it. It's a bass. I think it's a bass. It's a good fish. Yes, it's a nice bass. Oh, it's a nice one. That might be a 3-pounder. Holy cow. We've covered some ground and hadn't caught nothing. And boom, that is a solid one. Ooh, let's get a weight on that one. He came up and he looked huge. I was like, man, it's a grinnell. It's a nice bass, guys. And that is my first good bass out of this lake this year. Holy cow. Oh. Finally got us an OG 3-4. 3 pounds, 4 ounces, we did it. That is incredible. 3 pound, 4 ounce, largemouth on the worm out here in this creek. I think the bite could get better as it gets later, but we've already covered about half of the creek. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get up here a little further and get some more, but that is an epic fish. So stoked about that. Let's go. He fought really good too. Let's get a release on her. You're gonna make it. These fish in this creek are safe. This creek holds water. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That could be one of 50 bass in here, or it could be one of 500. I really don't know, but that was epic. That's a good one. I'm pumped. Came right out here. And it's kind of out here in the open. There's these logs laying down. I kind of threw those logs and he kind of bit out here in the middle. So maybe the middle of the creek is where I need to be targeting. That is sick. Okay, let's catch another one. Okay, we have reached pretty much the end of the road up here in front of us. I'm seeing a little bit of activity. Haven't had any more bites. Haven't seen any crazy swirls. I see some fish moving around up there. I don't know if they're bass. Kind of look like gar, but I don't know. Only way to find out is toss this frog up there. It's really shallow. There's kind of like a little scummy buildup right there. I think it's gonna be our best chance, and there's a little fork going back up that way. But here goes nothing. I'm gonna try to cover all these little spots. I'm just crashing the frog into the dense pads and then pulling out here into the little open slot. I got a fish. He's running really fast. He's running really fast. Be a bass. It is bass. Yes, on the chatterbait. Boom. Let's go. There we go. Fish number 3. It's another chunky bass. I'm gonna weigh him too. He's not a 3-pounder, but he's healthy. Oh man. I just frogged and wormed this whole thing. I was like, well, I'm gonna go back down and try a chatterbait or something different. And we got this guy. And he is a 2 pound and 6 ouncer, 7 ouncer, 2.5 pounder. That did not suck at all. He's a healthy one. Look how thick he is. That's a good looking fish, friends. Thank you. Another mature bass. One that was here before the whole draining deal started. That is awesome. There's like nothing that makes me happier than that. I want to see a 5-pounder on the end of my line, but I will take that all day long. That's a fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is not a bass, I don't think. Is that a gar? Whatever he is, he snipes my chatterbait. Is it a bowfin? He's not really fighting like a bow. Is that a catfish? It's a catfish. What the heck? I got a catfish. Oh, let me get a net. Come here, net. I knew it was fighting weird. Daggum, he locked it up. Holy smokes. I thought I had me a big bass, and then I thought it was a grinnell, and then I thought it was a gar, and it ends up being a whiskered guy on a chatterbait. He got some extra whiskers on his face. That is insane. He smoked it. He thought it was a little shad. I'm seeing several little shad flickering around, and this little small micro chatterbait, or not micro, but smaller size chatterbait does a great job of imitating the smaller shad. I got it in straight white because it's really murky out here, but that is a solid channel catfish. He's healthy too. Not looking bad at all. Oh, you okay? I'm gonna send you back. Here we go. Yes, sir. So that's the little chatterbait that's caught the last two fish. It's a mini max, and I've got a 6 cents Busa Ned on the back of it. That is a filthy little trailer on the back of these small chatterbaits and big chatterbaits alike. There's that straight tail. It's got a little bit of bulby thing on the end of it. It just shakes really good. My favorite compact chatterbait trailer for sure. But we're gonna keep going down the creek. Things are starting to kind of pick up as the sun's starting to go down a little bit. I think I got out here just a touch too early, but we're in for hopefully a decent afternoon bite. We're just gonna work our way back to the boat ramp, and whatever we catch is what we catch. That's fish number 4. 4 fish. That's awesome. Let's get another one. Oh, we got a fish. Yes. Woo. I didn't think we were gonna catch any more. As y'all can see, we have made it here to the boat ramp, and I'm gonna go underneath the bridge. I wasn't going to, but now I'm gonna keep on going because I just fished like half the creek and no bites since we caught that catfish. And boom, we got ourselves another nice little largie, little chunkaroo. Not a big one, but he's chunky and healthy. All right, we got a little bit of time. Let's explore this way a little bit. I know that I can't go super far this way because it's pretty shallow, but I can at least go underneath the bridge. The fish was just right out here in the middle of the channel. I was kind of feathering it down there by the bottom, and he decided to slurp it up. Oh, I just had another one. There's one. There we go. There's another nice bass under the bridge. We caught 5 now. Right here under the bridge. Inhaled it. I missed one a few casts ago. It might be the same one, but definitely gonna keep going. I'm seeing a little bit of swirling back here too. They might be this way. Usually I catch them towards the lake, but we're catching them this way. That's a good one. Chunkaroo on the chatterbait. Chatterwagon. Earlier I was kind of burning the bait a little bit. Those last couple of fish I caught kind of, like I said, kind of just feathering it a little bit, fishing a little bit slower, a little bit closer to the bottom, and that could be the ticket. I don't know. All right, guys, did the deed, got the boat back on the trailer. This ramp has seen better days. There's a lot of these rocks that are like slid out there. I think that somebody might have thrown them out there. But anyways, had a lot of fun out here fishing the creek this afternoon, the last bit of water that flows into the lake. And luckily we were able to find some pretty nice bass. The first good ones I've caught all year out of here. We got that 3.5 pounder or 3 pound 4 ouncer and that 2.5 pounder, and then got 3 more decent ones and that nice catfish. So definitely I would say we had a successful mission out here in the creek. I think had we spent a little bit more time, maybe been more thorough picking apart the cover, we could have caught more. But yeah, it was awesome. Glad that we caught some fish. Probably be back out here again soon. Might put the kayak in so we can actually travel a little bit further back that way. There's some water. We can't get there by boat, but I think we can get up that way in a kayak pretty good. So that might be a good place to check and see what's going on. But anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed this little exploratory mission out here in the creek. Glad we were finally able to get our first good bass out of this body of water this year. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the mission. If y'all did, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye guys.